tutorial, I'm going to go over how to upload your apply and your discuss. For the apply section, that's when you're going to be giving your assignments. Between all of the 4 pieces, the learn piece, the research piece, the apply piece, and the discuss piece, your participants should be spending about 2 to 3 hours a week on the course. It's up to you how you divide up the workload. It's up to you if you give one large assignment or a smaller assignment with more readings, whatever it is that you want to choose to do. All 4 pieces have to have something about your topic, and they also have to equal up. If a regular person, I should say, or if a participant was doing the work, it should take them no more than 2 to 3 hours. And if it's taking them more than 3 hours, it's because they're choosing to either redo something or they're choosing to take it a step further on their own. So whenever we make changes to our course, we always have to turn the editing on. So make sure you do that. There we go. And we're going to scroll all the way down to your repository section. You're going to see apply week 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to update it. Your apply piece can be anything you want it to be. You can upload more files if you want to for it. You can upload videos if you want to for it, the same way that you would have uploaded them as you did in your reading section. I choose to make my lessons, my apply pieces, my assignments as simple as I can, because really what I want them to be able to do is show me that they understand what my topic was and show me that they can use it in their classrooms. So I need to get rid of this up here because this is still left over from Eliezer's course, and I just write apply week 1. Doesn't really have to have much fancier than that. And then the other piece that I left from Eliezer's was the tip. Write your assignment in a Word document or the like prior to submitting online, just in case something goes wrong online and the assignment gets lost. The way the Moodle is set up right now, they can't resubmit an assignment. So once the assignment has been submitted, if they get a low grade or you give them suggestions, they can't redo it on the Moodle site. It won't go through, it won't accept it. So what I've done in the past is I've left the grading piece empty, and I've given them the opportunity to redo it and to email it to me. So if they have it already to my own account, so if they have it in there saved as a document, then it should be an easy way to make some changes and send it to you, and then you can simply put the grade that you want in the course. So for me, I would go back to when I make my assignments. For me, the first week was about learning about your students. So I had them actually create a learner profile. So then you just write out the directions. Please use the sample learner profiles provided in the research section to help you design a profile that you will use this coming year in your classroom. And you can give rubrics, you can explain exactly what you want. The more specific your directions, the better it is. You will still have people who say, I don't get it, and so that's why you're on call those 2 weeks, because you are constantly checking for messages of things like, I don't get it, I tried to upload it. Remember, if you can't answer the questions that they ask you or send you, don't hesitate to forward them to me, and I will try to handle them as best I can. If I can't handle them, then I will definitely get somebody on it who can. So that's just an example. You can make it as detailed as you want to. You can give examples if you want to, whatever it is you want to do. And then over in this section, this is something that you might want to take advantage of. So over here, you have allow submissions from with a due date with a time. And I suggest that you put that in there, although I can pretty much guarantee that you'll have some students say, I'm not going to make the deadline, and then you might have to change it because the system will shut it down. It will not allow them to put something in to submit an assignment if it goes past the due date. So let's say this was your due date, you would you would click on enable, and that would be when it would be able to be opened from the allow submissions from until the due date. Then over here, you're going to see that I just left it for all of mine for grading as a grade of 100, and then I just graded out of that. I'm not interested in the grade per se for these 2-week modules. I just think that it's important to give feedback, and in order for there to be a space for feedback, you need to be able to give a grade. So over here, you can see the feedback setting. Once they've given you something to grade and you go in to check it through the system, and I've shown you how to do that in a different tutorial, then you really want to make sure that you're giving feedback. And then the grade becomes almost just something that you put in there. It's not worth anything because it's a pass-fail no matter what. You want to make sure that in this section where it says visible that it's always showing. Otherwise, if you click hide, it'll be hidden and the student won't be able to access. And then, of course, whenever you make changes, you want to save and return to the course. So now, if I click on week 1, apply, I should see my directions. Please use the sample learner profiles provided in the research section to help you design a profile that you will use this coming year in your classroom. And that's how you set up the apply. Now, for the discuss piece, which is the last of the 4 pieces that we're asking that everybody have in their modules, the discuss piece is going to follow. We're going to set it up pretty much the same way. You're going to scroll down till you see discuss week 1, go into the update piece for it. So here we have you have learned, researched, and applied. Now it's time to reflect by discussing the topic with your peers. Please refer below for suggestions on a discussion post. Now, I don't have a suggestion. I give them a topic and I want them to put in a topic. I want them to answer, to put it in. So it can be whatever you want to, but again, you want them to be reflecting on the topic at hand. So my first week, for example, I did something about learner profiles, getting to know your students. So my question was for the participants, what are ways that have been successful for you to get to know your students in the past? And they upload what they have done, and then I asked them to comment on a friend's piece. So again, it's the same idea. You can open it, close it, whatever it is that you're going to do. I actually myself always leave it open. It doesn't matter to me whether they keep interacting with it. I really don't want it to be closed. I want them to have access to it no matter what. So, but even if you make any changes, you change what you want them to discuss. You, of course, save and return to course. And then when I hit discuss, the exact same thing will come up. And then when your students come on it, this is what they'll see. And they'll click on add a new discussion topic. And the subject up here becomes whatever it was. Mine was, how do I get to know my students? And then you type it into the space. You can attach a file if you want to, and you would post it to the forum. Put anything in here. I probably need to. All right, this is fun. All right, then we're going to go ahead and post it to the forum. And this is after you're going to see your post was successfully added. You have 30 minutes to edit if you want to make any changes. Mailing will be notified. And then you can see later on, there's my submission. And then when other people come on, they can make a comment on mine. So if I click on it, there it is. This is fun. And then if I wanted to reply to my own post, I would hit reply. And then I would be able to continue the strand. And as the instructor, as the facilitator, you are able to see all of this when you click on just what I clicked on. When you click on Discuss Week 1, it will show you exactly what the discussions look like. So that's the discuss piece, and that ends all 4 sections of our module that we are asking for everybody to do so that our modules remain consistent in the way they look. There are other pieces to it if you want to add quiz, journals, collaborate, lab, but when the courses were 30 weeks, it made sense to add as many of these pieces as we could so that we could make it different and appealing and engaging. But because it's only 2 weeks, we strongly recommend that you stay with the 4, the learn, research, apply, and discuss. And if you want to do more, let's talk about it before you actually do it. Thanks, everybody. Remember, if you have any questions, any problems, please don't hesitate to reach out. melanie.eisen@yu.edu. I'm here to help you. Take care. Bye-bye.